Good morning, we're Jacob and Jenny, and we have arrived in Iceland on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula.
We're doing a road trip from Reykjavik, one day around the peninsula. We have a ton to do today. This peninsula is just full of amazing sights.
So let's get going. So our first stop along the way is Kirkjufell Mountain. And the mountain is named after a church because it kind of slopes up like a steeple. It is one of the more photographed mountains in Iceland. I think you can see why. It's pretty remarkable looking for a mountain. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like it.
So another interesting fact about this mountain is that it was featured in Game of Thrones. It is actually the main mountain kind of north of the wall, so it's pretty neat to see that in person. I guess there was quite a bit of filming for Game of Thrones within Iceland, so I don't think we're going to get to see too many of the sites, but it's neat to get to at least see some of them.
There's a waterfall with a similar name. I'm not exactly sure the name. We'll put it somewhere here. But it's just incredible to see the view of everything, like the mountain and the waterfalls and just all the other things that we saw coming into the peninsula, and we'll get to show you later. It's all, a lot of the things are like waterfalls and mountains, but it's still stunning to see all the different things that there are here.
Oh, it got cold!
Yes.
I think this is our coldest day so far here in Iceland. I'm not sure if it's because of the area we're in or if just colder weather kind of in general. But ooh, you can feel that wind biting.
Yes.
But that's not going to stop us. We are on to our next site.
We arrived at the Saxhóll Crater, which is our next stop on the peninsula, and we're actually now in the national park. However, it started raining, so we're trying to see if we think that the rain will go in a few minutes and we can make it to hike up to the top, or if we're going to skip it.
So I can see some blue sky over here, but not blue sky on the other side. It looks like quite a bit of rain. I can't tell which way the clouds are moving. Hopefully we get a little break in the rain.
All right, there's a break in the rain, so we're hoping to get this done quickly so that we can see the spot and then come back down as quick as we can and move on to the next thing so that we don't get rained on in case it comes back. So let's go. Oh, the wind is so strong. It's flowing this way, where the blue sky is coming from, and not from that way. Hopefully it's just pretty blue skies coming this way. Ooh, this is something we hadn't seen yet.
It's very windy up here, but you can just get a beautiful view of the ocean on that side and the big volcano over on the other side. And actually what we're standing on was a volcano at one point, and this is still the crater from that volcano. You can just see all the lava formations around, and even going out here, it's just kind of lava fields all the way out to the ocean. It's really quite a sight, although I feel like I'm gonna blow into it right now. Driving through this lava field is unreal. All just the really jagged black rocks covered in like a green moss. Oh, it's crazy.
because we're on a peninsula, a significant amount of the coastline here is beach. So we have the privilege today of going to lots of different types of beaches. So this is our first one, Saxhóll Crater Beach, and it goes kind of on the southwest coast of the peninsula. Ish. The Djúpalonssandur. The Djúpalonssandur beach. Oh, those are some crazy big waves. I was just thinking that if you grab a couple of blankets and some hot chocolate, this would be a nice place to hang out for a little while. So calm, like calm. It's big waves, but it's calming. Well, I guess we can't stay all day, even though this is a nice spot to stay for a while, so we're going to go see what's next. I got seaweed on my shoe. Our next stop is Londrangar viewpoint, and it'll give us an opportunity to kind of see the whole south part of the ocean here. So looking forward to that, especially since it looks like the weather here is cleared up pretty nicely. So we do see some rain behind us, but I think this direction where we're going looks pretty good. Oh, it's cold up here. There must be some fish down here because there are a ton of seagulls just flocking around doing their thing.
The cliffs over here are just so stunning. They're all the jet black rock from the volcanoes, and it's just a sheer drop off. This is actually a part of a crater. So this is kind of the edge of the crater that used to go out into the ocean, but the rest of it has kind of gotten swept out into the Atlantic. So this is kind of the one wall left of the crater, and that is just amazing to think about, that this was in the middle of a giant crater before.
Oh, so we just finished up the most incredible lunch we've had.
Yeah, it's in this tiny town, and it's this little cafe just hidden behind the rocks, down by the shore, with the most beautiful overlook of the cliffside, and it's just the cutest little place.
Yeah, and we had a fish soup, and it was just full of veggies and so rich and delicious, and it just really hit the spot.
And being cold, yes. Having a nice warm soup, was just perfect.
Yeah, and warm yummy bread, and it was lovely.
Yeah, would highly recommend this little place. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
No, we'll put it up somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, then we got some coffee, so we are awake now.
Ready to go.
Ready to hit our next place.
Let's go. So our next stop after lunch is a trail that goes between, I want to say, Helnar and Strapi. And along the way is a nature preserve, so we're going to get to see the coast, some rock formations, some arches, and just more incredible views. Oh, the wind here is insane! Ooh. I'm gonna walk backwards a little bit. Oh, shit! Oh, look at that! So we left kind of suddenly our last stop. It started raining again. It's been doing that on and off all day pretty much. So we drove to our next stop, and we might just see this one from the car since it's raining.
Yeah, but it's a waterfall that we're at, Bjarnafoss. And from the parking lot, I mean, you can just get a wonderful view of the whole falls, just cascading off of the top of this huge cliff. It's a massively tall waterfall. I think actually the wider view from back here is almost better than getting close, but you might see some more details as you get up nearer to it, but probably not worth getting drenched and cold.
So our last stop today is the Gerderberg basalt columns, and along here there's just rows and rows and rows of these columns that come out, and I think it's just a really nice view also to see some other parts of the peninsula. You can see those, and then there's mountains, and you can, I think, see the shore from over there. So it's just one nice big look at everything this peninsula has to offer. So we had a long, busy day today.
Yeah, doing the whole peninsula in one day from Reykjavik is possible, but it is a long, busy day. If you don't want to be rushed or you want to see a few more places, I think you could make 2 or 3 days out of. Probably 2 days is good to kind of get all of the sites and be able to really take your time and enjoy each place. And then if it rains at some point, you can kind of take a little break without causing you to have to skip a few things.
Right, yeah, because there was a ton more that we could have done. There was like a whole little village we missed.
A shark museum that we wanted to try and fit in, but there's just not enough time for everything.
No, and we wanted to get back to Reykjavik at a pretty reasonable time tonight because we still have more time here in Iceland, so we need to get some rest before our next big couple days. So please subscribe so you can see the rest of our trip. And thank you again for watching.
Give us a big thumbs up, and we will see you next time.
Bye.